Yo, what is up, good people? What is up, good people? So, gotta take a little drive here. So, I want you to come along with me. I want to, I want to talk about people trying to control you, trying to control you. You know, this is human nature. It's human nature to try to be controlled and to try to get dominance, to try to one up someone else, etc., etc. I was listening to Dennis Sperling, and I put the thumbnail up here. Dennis Sperling is an attorney. I think he does like tort law and accident cases, things like that. But what he was talking about the pro-black, as you can see from the thumbnail. You know, why are the pro-blacks? And this, I don't make this particular channel to individualize races, right? I want everybody to be included, and I want everyone to feel welcome. Men, women, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, anyone. I want to improve everyone. So if you're watching this, this is still for you. But Dennis Sperling was talking about why are the pro-blacks, those who are always talking about the uplift of the black community, to the exclusion of everyone else, right? So they're talking about it in as far as economic terms, educational terms, and all that. So I think that there is a case to be made for engaging in some type of pro-black behaviors, right? Just like everyone else does with pro-Asian behavior, you know, or pro-Hispanic or Latino behavior, right? When they control their economies, they control their communities, all that. Well, that's just an issue for a separate time. So there's still this fight amongst African Americans whether we should completely assimilate into Western American culture ideology, or whether we should still try to maintain enclaves and autonomy within the American structure, and I would also assume the UK structure, and probably even France. You know, where Western communities exist, should African Americans who live there, or African people of African descent, should they try to maintain a certain level of autonomy? So that was his talk. I'm not going to talk about that, but what I do want to mention is this idea that we want to be, that people want to control you. And his answer to, so he's talking about African Americans who date outside their race and end up marrying out their race, and he used Michael Jordan as one of the prime examples. And there's many others. This is a big topic within the black community, is particularly for those who are well-to-do, being professional athletes, or those who have moved up the corporate academic ladder, and they're getting together with members of the white community. You know, what's up with that? So Dennis Sperling's analysis is that it's about control. Now, I'm not taking, I obviously have my own thoughts about everything, and I have a list of topic ideas. I'm not just listening to somebody else just trying to get it. But I was listening to it last night, and I was thinking already I was going to do this, but I want to introduce that. And I think that we have to be very cautious of anyone who wants to control us. This is why I am very skeptical of religion. In fact, that was what the premise of my talk was going to be when I opened up. Let's talk about religion. I'm very cautious of that, very skeptical of religion, because I grew up in a religious household in which the idea of free thinking was frowned upon. When I became an adult, a friend of mine was talking, well, I don't know what we were talking about, but he said, you know, whatever subject we were talking about, he said, oh, well, you know, you're you're an independent thinker. He didn't use the term free thinker. He said, you're an independent thinker. And I remember thinking, like, is that a negative? Is that a bad? Because I'm not just going along to get along? So I'm talking about people trying to control you, whether it's religious people, political people, your job, your boss, your spouse, people trying to manipulate you, trying to control you, because that's what, people are existing. We exist in the framework of we have to get things, and we can't do everything ourselves. I can't go out there and pick my own fruits and vegetables and then go out there and slaughter animals for food and then cut down trees to build stuff. So we exist in this world of exchanges. We exist in a world of exchange. I do this, you do that, right? I will grow the fruits and vegetables. You take care of the animals. I don't eat meat, but whatever. I'll cut the trees down. I'll build the roads. I will, build your infrastructure. Make sure you have electricity. But in return, you give me food and all that. But the exchange and the currency that we use is actual currency. So human beings exist in this mindset, in this framework of we got to get the most that we can as fast as we can. Now we can talk about where this comes from, and are all cultures like that. That's not my framework or where I'm coming from with this. But I'm talking about the want and the need and the desire to control you. Dennis Sperling's thought process is that these people just want to control what you're doing. And if you as an individual will say, I'm a black man, I'm going to marry a white woman, that takes away from my ability, or from the pro-black ability, to grow. And you can put that framework, that idea, to anything. I got to be very, very controlling. If you grew up in church, particularly a black church, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You shouldn't church hop. Church hop means going from church to church, not having any roots, or just staying there for a year and going to somewhere else. It was frowned upon. It was frowned upon because people who engage in behavior like that are inconsistent and lack the consistency of building up the religious framework of the church or the church group. That's what it's about. It's about control. So I'm saying to you, don't let anyone control you. Be a free thinker. Be proud of that. Hear data, facts, statistics, and be willing to look at another set of statistics, another set of ideas. Listen with the intent of learning something. Be a free thinker. Think outside the box. Make your own way. And don't fall for the manipulation tactics of other individuals who want to control your thought process, control who you love, control what type of car you drive, where you live, what city you live in. Sometimes people with traumatic upbringings, they will be dominated by their family, and they will say, well, it's not okay for you to move somewhere else. How are you going to take care of us if you move somewhere else? It's not okay for you to love this other type of person because, they don't fit within our family dynamic. It's not okay for you to drive this type of car. Not okay for you to like this. Not okay for you to vote this type of way. Not okay for you to become a member of the opposite or different political party. It's not okay. I'm telling you to be a free thinker. I am manipulating you to be a free thinker. I am trying to get you to be a person who analyzes and does what's best for you. And by analyzing, you got to look at a number of different ideas, thoughts, principles, data to make the best choice and best decision for you. After you've done what you've got to do, after you've done what you have to do as far as research, you should sit back and think about what you have looked at, think about what you have gleaned, and make the decision about who you're going to love, who you're going to marry, where you're going to live, what kind of car you're going to drive, who you're going to vote for, what church you're going to go to, what type of religion you're going to be a part of, what type of job you're going to do, what type of things you're going to do, what volunteering that you're going to do, on that job, volunteering within your community, volunteering about what you're going to listen to. You have to analyze this to be your best person. And you should not, you must not feel guilty about being in that frame of thinking, in that frame of mind. Do not let anyone manipulate you, coerce you, guilt you, shame you into thinking you have to follow the pack. Do not let anyone manipulate you, shame you, guilt you, oppress you, exclude you, right? That's a manipulation tactic. Is exclusion is a manipulation tactic. Don't let anyone do those types of things to you. Become your own person, your own man, your own woman. Stand on your own 2 feet, stand on business, know what you're talking about, have the answers, develop them, and stand on that. I know it's difficult. I know you're going to get the sweats. I know your heart's going to beat fast. I know it's going to be uncomfortable. I know you might be excluded. I know that. But you have to learn to stand on these things. Do not let anyone manipulate you, control you, and everything like that. Do not. I hope that I said something that is going to be... Do not let anyone, had a little music hap there, do not let anyone do those types of things. So I hope I said something that is that resonates with you, that maybe you've been dealing with or struggling with, that you feel that you have to be a people pleaser, you feel that you have to be part of the crowd, you can't free think for yourself, you can't make decisions without running them by other people, and they're really making the decisions, they're actually pulling the strings. If that was you, I hope I said something today that would perk you up and let you become the best version of yourself. If you made it this far into the video, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get the comments going in the comments section if you struggle with these types of ideas. And I hope to see you again soon. Much love and peace.